Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat. My name is Bob Lennon, president of Thermalwood Canada, and host for the show, and our special guest today, Brad McLellan. Brad, how you doing today?
Great. Thanks for having me, Bob.
Well, let's, we could talk hamburgers. We could talk, all that kinds of stuff. But today I'd like to talk about something a little bit different. Let's talk basketball.
Sure.
So I hear that you've just got a new position with the Bathurst Bears. So what's that mean to you, being the assistant coach?
Yeah, so I accepted a role as being one of the assistants with the Bathurst Bears. So I'm pretty excited. It's pretty cool, new and exciting for Bathurst, all of Northern New Brunswick. So I'm just it's good. It's a lot of energy.
Well, we started talking a little bit about before this interview and talking about what that means for the area and what it means for the kids, and because a lot of us grew up in Bathurst, without basketball courts, and now all of a sudden, now as a team. So, what's your opinion on what this means for everybody?
No, and just thinking of a conversation I had last night with a good friend of mine, John Freen. He was talking about when he was growing up here that there was no courts, and he had to take a hoop and attach it to a telephone pole so he could play basketball on the street. So it's if you look at Northern New Brunswick now, there's a lot of youth playing minor basketball here in Bathurst. Both the French and English high school, the middle schools. Superior Middle School just won a junior high provincial championship.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
Place des Jeunes and Beresford have a combined junior high team, and they won the North Shore League this week. So you got strong programs in Miramichi. Miramichi has a lot of youth playing minor basketball. I think over 300 in the minor program.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big number.
Yeah. So Miramichi Valley girls last weekend won the AAA girls championship for the whole province, and the boys were in the AA final. So they had their two teams in the championship, provincial championship game at Harbour Station, or in TD Station in St. John. And then the JV girls in Miramichi Valley won the JV provincial championship. So there's a lot of basketball happening in Northern New Brunswick.
So having a professional basketball team has got to kind of add even more, I don't know if it's called opportunity, but somebody for that's playing basketball, they got something to strive for, right? Something there.
Big exposure. So just think back to when I was a kid, to have an opportunity to watch basketball at that level, it kind of really opens your eyes and just kind of feeds into that feeds that fuel to like grow your experience and your learning. It's a great exposure for the North, and to have the opportunity to watch these athletes come in and compete and play and just be a part of our community is going to be really exciting.
A whole bunch of short guys running around.
A whole bunch of short guys, yeah.
So here we are. There's 6 teams, I believe, in the league.
Yep.
And I seen today that they posted on Facebook. They posted the schedule, and there's 13 home games here in Bathurst starting on April the 2nd.
April 2nd is our first home game. Yep.
Yeah. So there's about a game a week, and it's 3 months, right?
3 months, yeah. Go right till pretty much the end of June. So it's we got a team here in Bathurst, Moncton, St. John, Charlottetown, Truro, and the Annapolis Valley. So it's going to be it's going to be rock and roll.
So Atlantic Canada, so everybody can drive back and forth the bus. It's not like they have to fly anywhere with these long distances. So that's really good. Now, we talked briefly too about playoffs, and the playoffs are kind of a little bit different than you would normally have a playoffs, right?
Yeah. So the playoff will be like a tournament structure at the end of the season. So it will be at a predetermined location. It will be like a community event built around the competition for the championship for the league. So it's really well laid out. I've had lots of conversations with the people involved in the development of the league, and their view and their drive and their focus is really around community and giving back through sport. And it's I think it's great for the communities they're in, and it's a good starting point, and let's build it from here.
Well, we had an interview probably a month or so ago with the head coach Serge and with Paul, and Paul was talking about a lot of the things that they're trying to do with the community and everything else. So that's good, because I guess, they want to go into the schools and help the kids and coach and play with them and that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. So it's just, you just want to get really rooted in the grassroots of what drives sport and activity and recreation, and it makes it fun for everyone, and you grow the game through the base floor.
And for anybody that's gone to watch any professional basketball, watching professional basketball is completely different than going to a hockey game.
Oh yeah, no, you got. When I think of professional basketball or just basketball, you get such an opportunity to entertain. So there's never a dull moment. There's music playing. You got contests going on. You have different committees being recognized and events. It's a real high energy thing, where it's a little different than hockey. Your intermissions are in between the first and the second period and second and third period, and you got to clean the ice. So you kind of limits what you can do. So it kind of gives a great opportunity to really make it a fun event for people getting out to taking a basketball game.
Well, basketball is a show.
Basketball is a show, yeah.
Yeah, there's, like you said, there's always something going on. Every game that I've ever gone to,
Yeah.
and I love watching professional basketball, is that every game that I've been to, you got to focus on the game.
Focus on the game.
Because there's so much other stuff going on.
You can get easily distracted. I had an opportunity at the end of November taking a Raptors game, and with a good friend of mine, and it just he was like, "It's done." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, don't blink because it goes by quick."
Yeah,
It's just that there was, you never left their seat. There just was always activity going on. They had someone come out and they just did some giveaways for a golf course around Toronto, maybe in Glen Abbey, and they were just like, they had a little chip gentleman out there chipping golf balls around, the little Nerf golf balls, different prizes in it, and people were going nuts, and they had different dancers, they had different entertainment at halftime, different shows, people shooting from distance for prizes. So it's a good show.
Like you said, it's nonstop as they go through. So just one last question I'd like to ask, and is that, does this format exist anyplace else in Canada? Like this is Atlantic Canada, so is there other leagues? And where I'm getting at is that with the Quebec Major Juniors, there's hockey teams across Canada or leagues across Canada, and they have one big Memorial Cup, right, where they all meet. But is there something in the basketball side?
So there's, I guess the comparison we had the NBL here in Maritimes, and they had some teams outside of the Maritimes in the past, and that was kind of all was taking place pre-COVID. Like Brad States from Bathurst had the opportunity to coach him when he was in high school. He was an incredible player. He played in that league for a while. He was in Moncton. They won the league championship when he was in Moncton. So, there's another league kind of situated more in central Canada. I think they do have some teams out west. But they've been there for a couple of years now. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still the next step up is the NBA.
Yeah. You get your development league, there's the G League and the NBA, and then so it's basically, there's lots of great athletes out there, lots of great basketball players, and they're just looking for an opportunity to play and grow their game. And this league has given them that opportunity, and it's going to attract, it's going to build and grow and attract some great talent.
Well, you never know. We might end up with some kid from Bathurst someday that makes it through this league and makes it to the NBA and the big show.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Well, listen, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you, the team, the best of luck this year. I'm looking forward to the first game and be able to be there and watch what's going on. And I think that this is a great thing for Bathurst. So, bring them all into the Bear Cave and let's show them what the Bears are all about.
Well, thanks for having me. And you've been a great supporter. I know we've met with Serge, our head coach, and Paul Terrio, our director of operations. So it's awesome, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the game. So.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be there. So thanks a lot. All right. There we are. Another edition of Northern Heat for this week. Place to come to listen to the stories that haven't been discovered yet.